What's up? I'm back with another trip report. This one is one of my favorite ones. Um, yeah, my favorite DPH trip. Don't disclaimer. Don't ever do DPH, Benadryl, diphenhydramine, whatever you want to call it. Never do it ever in your life, no matter what. Never do it. All right, it's horrible for you. It could fuck up your life completely. But either way, so this is like the first time I experienced. Not maybe the first time I experienced delirium, but the closest I've had to experiencing full delirium. Maybe not quite, but in this time frame, yeah. So yeah, this was like a long time ago. I'm like, whether I forgot it's a school day or not, I'm living with my grandma in the mobile home place, right? So I'm just living there with my grandma and my grandpa, and they don't know any better. So I don't have no more DXM. I don't have no more weed. Like, I was in a drought. I didn't have a whole bunch of drugs, so I was like, fuck, okay, I'm resorting to the Benadryl, and I was feeding hard, so I had to go hard. If I'm feeding hard, I have to go hard. So, at least for me at this point, I know there's a lot of people that take like 800, 900 milligrams. I'm not, no, like, that's not okay. It's not. But for me, my little like ninth grader self hasn't taken anything above like 400 at this point. And so I'm like, shit, like, I kind of want to get to 500, but I don't like 400. Like it makes you feel like shit. Benadryl makes you feel like shit. You're really paranoid. You feel like you're gonna die, and you're seeing a whole bunch of scary shit. It's bad, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna ease into it. Right? I'm gonna take a bunch because I want to get fucked up, but I'm gonna ease into it this time. So I took 100 milligrams. So I popped 4, waited like 15, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, popped another 4, so 200 at this point, and then I thought I should slow it down a little bit more. So I was taking 50s. So I was taking 2 25s every like 30-ish minutes. And I did it like 3 times, and then I was like, I should slow down a little bit more. Because at this point, I'm at like 350. Right? This is already like usually higher than I would go. And I start taking 1s, to 25s. And I just kept doing it. Because I think I would take a 1, and because at this point it's been like an hour and a half or so since I first took the first like 100 milligrams. So it's starting to all kind of slowly creep and kick in, slowly like I wanted, but I didn't realize, it doesn't hit me like a truck like it usually does. And I instantly know that I'm fucked. It's like, I still kind of think I'm sober, or that I'm about to come up, that nothing's happened yet. So I start taking these singles, and I think I forget. I would take one and be like, okay, wait 30 minutes and take another one. And then I would forget that I would have to wait 30 minutes, and I would just take another one. So I took a whole bunch of 1s. I know I took at least another probably 150 milligrams at least. I don't know. The dosaging, whatever. That part of memory is pretty fuzzy. All I know is I took a bunch. Like halfway through, I was already more than what I usually would take. And I was starting to get in the 400 and 500 range. And then that's where I kind of started. I think that's where I started forgetting, because I kept taking the 1s again. And I don't know how many 1s I took. I think I didn't take that many more. I think I took... Actually, yeah, I probably took about 100 milligrams more. Around, give or take a few. Probably give more. Yeah, I took a lot, more than I realized. So, anyway, I was coming up slow. So, I'm thinking, fuck, like, I'm bored, right? Because it's kicking in slow. I'm bored, and it has kicked in apparently, and I just haven't realized. As you guys are gonna know in a sec. I want to hop on the game. You know, I think Cold War is pretty new at this point. I think it's 2021. I want to hop on Cold War, play with the boys, and no one was on. I don't think except Drew, my friend Drew, and I invite him to a party, I think. Either I invite him to a party or we're just in a party. Somehow. And I'm talking to Drew. I said, yo, want to play Cold War? He said, nope. And I'm like, well, what are you trying to do then? Like, we're just going to sit here and talk? And he's like, yeah, we can do that. So we're like, okay, we're just talking. And then my closet, so the way I'm facing, right? Imagine like the TV, like the screen, you're the TV, and I'm watching you, right? Over to my left is the closet, and it's way open. Alright, so I'm in view of the closet. And I see this big, like 6 foot, 6.5 feet tall shadow figure. Wasn't the Hat Man, not yet. But he goes in there, and I'm like, my brain is so fucked up on the Benadryl. Shit that seems absurd, it means nothing to me. So I see that, and I'm like, who's that? Who's he? What the hell? Why did he go in my closet? Like, what's in my closet? And then I start talking to Drew, and I'm like, yo, this, like, someone just went into my closet. And I feel like he's hiding from me. Like, that's the vibe that I got, that he was hiding from me. And he's like, well, go look. Go in there and go look. Like, yeah, just go look. And I'm thinking at this point it's my cousin now. My cousin had left 3 months prior. So I think this big, huge shadow figure that I saw him sprint into my closet is my cousin that visited 3 months ago that's been gone now at this point. Away from the house. So yeah, my mind wasn't thinking straight. So I go over there. I'm kind of scared. And I'm like, kind of looking in the closet. I don't see nobody. I don't see him. And I'm kind of like talking to him. And I'm like, hey, why are you hiding? Like, hey, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? Got no response back. Couldn't find him. So I closed the closet door. And I sit back down and I put my mic on. And I'm telling Drew, I'm like, no, like, I don't see nobody in there. But if he's in there, I'm just gonna let him chill there. Because I feel like he's trying to hide from me. So I'll just let him chill there, you know. And then I don't hear anything else. And I'm like, hey, Drew. Like, do you want to talk? Do you want to say something? Do you want to play another game? Like, how are we going to continue on with this conversation? Because I'm bored. And then he just stops talking. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I go to check the party. I'm not in a party. I was never in a party to begin with. I was never in that party. I was talking to Drew for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. On PlayStation. And he was never there the whole time. Like, if you've seen DPH, Delirium Trip Reports, you know how it's pretty common. You see shadow people, you talk to people that aren't there, yada yada, psychosis shit. And at that point, it hit me. I'm like, okay, I am super fucked right now. I don't even know how much I'm on. I just know that I'm fucked. Because I thought I was in a party with him, but I was never in a party. And I don't even know if he was online either. I don't know. But yeah, I come back, he's gone. For now. And, what else happened? Okay, so I think I get off the game, right? I think I go on YouTube or something. I'm trying to calm myself down. And I'm starting to get real paranoid. Okay, I'm starting to get real paranoid. And I'm pretty messy. You can tell by my room. You don't even see the half of it, man. My room looks clean compared to what it actually does look like. Hold on. Want to see all the... no, I'm not. Okay, I'm not even gonna do that. But I have a whole bunch of empty NOS canisters all over the ground. I have shit everywhere. I'm fucked. Like, this room is fucked. I need to clean it bad. But either way, yeah, so I'm on YouTube or something, and my bed was messy. I had 2 piles of clothes, one towards me, and one towards the other side of the bed. And then they turn into my friends. Like, okay, pretty much what I'm gonna be speaking about, this whole trip report, is what you would hear with any other trip report on Benadryl or on Delirians. You know, it's all the same shit, but the pile closest to me was my best friend at the time, Jacob. And then the one farther away was Drew. The Drew that I thought I was talking to on PlayStation is right there in bed with me. That pause, but they're both there, and I'm about to have a panic attack. I'm about to freak the fuck out, and I'm trying to I want to kind of look at it, but I don't want to antagonize the hallucinations just in case they try to jump scare me or something. So I'm kind of just peeking over a little bit, and they looked lifeless. I'm being serious. It looked like they had no soul. It looked like I couldn't even see their eyes fully. It's like they maybe might not even had eyes. They just seem like a moment that I bring up that helps explain is that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick, I don't remember too much about it, but Patrick, he goes hollow, and you can see the wind going in his eyes or in his mouth or whatever, and he's completely hollow. That's what they kind of looked like. They just look soulless. Come on, dog. But they looked soulless. It looked evil. It just looked evil. It looked scary. And so, I can't take it anymore. So I get up and I leave. And I go in the living room. And there's my grandpa and my grandma. And, I didn't want to be around them yet. So I went to the kitchen. And in the kitchen, so this is nighttime, right? And we're in the kitchen, all the lights are off. And the way the kitchen is, so here's the kitchen table, right? The kitchen table. And then there's the hallway, and this hallway is the kitchen pretty much. And at the very end of the hallway is the washer machine, whatever. And to the right is a sliding glass door to the back porch thing area. And on the wall way in the back is a window, kind of like this, but it's a window. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a window at the end, and you can see the moonlight because I think it was a full moon or almost a full moon. So it's lighting up the back. So there's no lights on, but the moon is lighting up the back of the hallway, kind of like a horror movie. And I'm just sitting in the all the way at the other end of the hallway where there is sort of some light. And I'm just sitting there and I'm freaking out and I'm like, oh fuck, like this is fucked. And then the glass door, it's locked, but 4 people walking through the glass door, 2 little children, Hat Man, and Hat Man's wife, I guess. And they're chilling there, Hat Man and the wife standing side by side, and the kids are playing on the ground, and they're shadow people, obviously. And my mind wasn't thinking. I thought it was pretty weird that this was happening, but it didn't come to my mind immediately, oh, I'm tripping, I'm hallucinating. So I go to my grandma and I'm like, I don't remember how I said it. I don't know if I said it in a shaky voice or I could have said it in any way. I don't know. I was too fucked up. But I said, hey, Grandma, do we have company over right now? And Grandma, she's like, no, we didn't have company all day. We don't have company now, especially. And she's like, it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Like, no one's here. And in my eyes, I just go, like, I'm like, oh, fuck. I just see these hallucinations, man. Fuck. And I look back at them and they're still there. And it makes it extra creepy because they're backlit by the moon through this one singular window, like in a horror movie. It's so fucking creepy. And the 2 little kids are playing on the ground, and the Hat Man and Hat Man's girl, they're just standing completely straight, arms to the side, staring at me. They have no facial features, they're shadows, but they're staring at me, like, intensely. I can feel how intense they're staring at me. And then one of the little kids was doing like a little up motion at the Hat Man to like wanting to pick him up. And then the Hat Man picked up the one kid, and the mom picked up the other one, and all 4 of them started staring at me like I just did something wrong. And I'm like, oh fuck, man, I'm not sitting over here anymore. And I leave. I go to the couch, and I'm sitting over by my grandpa, and everything's seeming normal. Right? I'm too scared to go back in my room. I didn't go in my room the whole night after that. And so my grandpa finally decides to go to bed. He gets up, he says, good night, I love you, I'm going to bed. He goes to bed. So it's just me and my grandma, and I'm laying down on the couch, and she's watching TV with me. And at this point, I'm like, I'm kind of sick of this, because I don't really feel good. And I'm trying to go to sleep. And I have my eyes closed, and I'm just, laying down on the couch. And I hear my grandpa's voice. It sounds like it was pretty close to me. And he's like, hey, Sean, can you take out the trash for me? When you can you take out the trash? And first of all, he takes out the trash. He's the one that does that. Usually whenever. So usually he would have never asked me to do that. Especially at 12, 11 o'clock at night. And, I'm kind of mumbling. I don't realize it's a hallucination yet. I'm thinking it's weird, but I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm just muttering nonsense, right? I'm trying to say, like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever, right? But, like, it wasn't really coming out very clear. And then I kept hearing my grandpa say more shit, and I can't hear what he's saying, so I'm trying to talk to him. I'm like, can you talk louder? Like, I can't really hear you. I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, that, like, if you've seen someone on DPH and they're talking back to, like, hallucinations, they're kind of, like, muttering to themselves. They don't even know what themselves are saying. You know what I mean? There's a YouTube channel, Trippy Times. Look up, Trippy Times, forgot what it's called, the video, what someone on Benadryl looks like. And he has 2 of them. Watch both of them. They're both great. They both show exactly how it looks and sounds to be on DXM. I mean, to be on DPH. And, yeah, I'm just muttering. I'm like, whatever. And then my grandma, finally, she starts talking and she says, Sean, what are you saying? Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to say? And I turn around and I'm shocked. And I'm like, Grandpa's trying to talk to me. I don't know what he's saying. Like, I don't know. I didn't raise my voice, but I'm like, Grandpa's, I'm trying to talk to Grandpa. And she's like, well, he's in his bed. And I'm like, I thought he heard me to take out the trash. And then I think we came to the conclusion that I was just like tired or something, right? I don't remember too much of that conversation. But then after that, I'm like, yeah, I definitely was hallucinating him saying all that. And then I went to sleep. And I probably had school the next day, to be honest. Yeah, it was not, I mean, it's my favorite DPH trip. It's not good though, it's still not good. It was scary. You know, I don't think I saw any spiders or anything or any stupid shit like that, but at that point, I have never experienced anything like that. You know, my first DPH trip, I think my first trip report about my first/second time doing DPH, it was, I was seeing shit like spiders and insects and shit, but most of it was like perceptual changes, you know, like what I said in my first trip report. You know, go watch it if you want to know what I mean. But I've never had like this full-blown delusions, full-blown whatever, you know, because my first time I was somewhat down to earth still, you know, like not, I knew I was tripping, right? I was aware of what was going on, but for the most part, with this trip report, I was not aware that I was on anything, because when Drew disappeared from the PlayStation party, or when I figured out there was no PlayStation party, I realized that I was on the drug. But as soon as I left my room and went to the kitchen table and I saw those shadow figures, I completely forgot again. And I was thinking, holy shit. Like, you know, I just kept forgetting. And that's a symptom of diphenhydramine abuse. You forget, like, your short-term memory is so bad. My trip report about tweaking at the park, that goes into a lot of the short-term memory shit. Maybe not a lot, but I probably didn't explain it very well then, but yeah, you forget shit instantaneously. But yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe, or at least just leave a like. You know, support me, you know, in my endeavors.